Hi everybody, my name is Kim Nguyen and welcome into my channel. I am the American woman who's going to be doing a review today for BTS dance practice called Baepsae. Now, they actually have two titles. The Korean version is called Baepsae, which translates to a Korean bird called crowtit, and the English version is called Silverspoon. We'll get to that in just a minute. But before we get started, I want to let you know that this video was made particularly aimed at Americans who are new to K-pop or BTS in general and want to get familiar with the genre. However, I welcome everybody who's interested, especially ARMY. You guys are always welcome. I love hearing from you and getting all the information directly from you as well, and all your amazing suggestions. Now, if you haven't seen this video, I'm going to highly recommend that you go watch the original video first, then come back and take a look at my reaction, because I'm going to do a lot of pauses. And the thing about this particular song, like a lot of BTS songs, especially for those of you who are new, on the surface, on the superficial level, it's always a very catchy or some kind of amazing song that kind of hooks you in. It has great choreography, which is what we expect from BTS. But what's also special about their songs is that there's always some kind of important underlying meaningful messages behind their songs, in which you may have missed and may not realize it. And this is going to be one of those songs. Baepsae was released in November of 2015. It is an older song, but it is a classic and a staple within the BTS library. Baepsae, also known as Silverspoon, based on a Korean proverb. Crowtit happens to be a small bird with very short legs, and it's actually very cute from what the pictures that I've seen of it. And it also incorporates another bird, the stork, which is of course taller, has much longer legs. And there is an idiom in Korean. There are many translations of it, but this is one of them. It says something like this: the crowtit will break its legs trying to walk like a stork. And other translations include try harder and poser. So basically it's saying that you're trying to be something that you're not. And BTS refers themselves as a Baepsae because Big Hit at the time when they started out was a very small company compared to the giant, bigger, well-known companies, and they had to struggle to even get to become successful, and they actually exceeded and became eventually international idol stars. And so they are proud to be Baepsae. Now, on a much deeper level, this is one of the more serious songs that you will hear, and from what I hear, some of their more fierce socio-economic issues that they're going to talk about. When you hear Silverspoon, that's based off of the spoon class theory, refers to an idea that individuals can be classified in different socioeconomic classes, i.e. spoon classes, that's based on income or assets of their parents. And of course, some of the more commonly talked about spoon classes in a hierarchical order includes, for example, the gold spoon and the silver spoon. And so when you hear the Korean title of crowtit, which is usually someone who's at a disadvantage, the English title is silver spoon, of course, which we all associate with having inherited wealth. The Korean crowtit and then the English silver spoon are actually contradictory and the opposite of each other. Crowtit is so often the birds that I've seen that people refer to when they try to follow the stork. Because of the short legs, they're not going to be able to, and they'll hurt themselves in the process. So it's sort of like a lesson that you're trying to tailor your ambitions and to measure your abilities or the resources that are given to you. And BTS often calls themselves crowtits, or the considered the underdogs, those who started with a disadvantage, because their company, Big Hit at the time, is a small company compared to the giant other labels that existed at the time, or was powerless in society, and they rather challenged the norm and gladly split their legs, is the thought. And though it's painful and it takes a whole lot more effort, they do succeed in not only walking along with the stork, but even surpassing the storks, and now they have become the biggest international idol stars in the world. Okay, this also contrasts and highlights the severe socio-economic inequalities that's happening in Korea. They also refer to the storks as either the big company, but also the older generation, contrasting it with the younger generation. So the older generation, for example, the authority figures such as their parents, and the teachers, who are also considered teachers, and then they are the millennial generations, you know, who have a harder time going into this generation, is having a hard time finding their jobs or taking on jobs that's very low pay, and they're working basically almost for free, and what they refer to as passion pay, which is also noted in the song when I was doing research on some of the lyrics. And so they can't be compared to their parents, and so there's no way they can ever achieve or, you know, meet those expectations that the older generations would have. As far as the song, it was released in November of 2015. It appears as the 6th track of their 4th mini album, The Most Beautiful Moment in Life Part 2, and it's also the 8th track of the CD1 in their first compilation album, The Most Beautiful Moment in Life, Young Forever. The song is also described as having a very powerful beat and choreography. It's also considered a favorite for fans for many years. The song, as I said, contrasts the earlier generations, which are metaphorically is identified as the stork, who grew up during good economic times, with the younger generations that, like themselves, the crow tits, who are struggling just to make it in today's economy. So before we get started, I want to say one more thing. If you haven't seen this video yet, I'm going to highly recommend that you go watch the original first, then come back and take a look at my reactions, because I'm going to do a lot of pauses as I give my input. Okay? So with that said, let's get started.
자, 우리가 뱁스의 안무 영상을 찍을 거예요.
뱁스 마지막에 우리 호석이.
Now I haven't seen this in a dance practice. They're talking. They're starting out. They're having some kind of discussion here. And I'm sorry, there's no English translation on this. I have to draw if I turn it on. Oh, they're playing rock, paper, scissors. Okay, you guys. I don't know what this is about, but the 3 that just walked away, they're BTS, 방탄소년단, is accepted. They're 7-member boy band from South Korea. 3 of these guys are rappers, and the rest of them are vocalists. They also have certain lines within the group. Besides the rap line and the vocal lines, they also have the dance line. And the 3 that just stepped out, Jimin, Jungkook, and J-Hope, are the best dancers in the group. So you're left with mainly the rappers. So the best dancers just they lucked out. So we have the remaining crew here. So I'm curious to see what this is about. Oh, Sugar lost. Sugar. And look at V. That is V. V is like, you know, taunting him right now, and poor Sugar is on the floor. I don't know what. Maybe he has to do, I don't know, some crazy solo singing. I don't know. We'll see. Well, it's a dance practice, so maybe it is. Suga is one of the most amazing rapper. I will highlight him in another video. He has a couple of nicknames when he does solo projects. I believe he goes by August D. Otherwise, his stage name is Suga. His real name is Minyuki, and he's amazing. He's one of my favorites. Cutie Pie in all black right now.
오케이, 갑시다. 마지막 센터 자리는 그로예요. 센터 자리는 그로.
Nice drums. Okay. Sharp movements. What is? Wait a minute. Are you seeing RM? He's doing this bird. Okay. Now, had I done the research, I would have thought that was a crazy cute, but he's referring to the crow tits. He is a crow tit. He's the bird. So let me rewind this. I don't know if you saw. RM is their leader. He's the glasses and the pink hat. So cute. He looks like a minion right now in overalls. Watch him when he does this. See him? Oh! Hello, RM. Thank you, RM, for that. So rude. I was not ready for your attack. Okay, I was, but yeah. Oh my god. I'm gonna play that back. Just a little. I just want to see him do that. One more time. Here we go. Thank you, sir. Look at those legs. Noodle legs. Nice. Nice stuff. Here's the group. Okay. So I don't know if you noticed, this is J-Hope in the middle, the shorts. It's really interesting because when I love it when they, it's almost like the camera is really, when they zoom in and then they zoom out, and so do the dancers. J-Hope went back and then he went forward as well with the camera. And then the group, most of them went to the side and they highlighted the subgroup per se. Subgroup of 3 consists of Jimin in the back on the left there with the hat, J-Hope, who is the lead dancer in the middle, Jungkook. This is your dance line pretty much. These are your best dancers, by the way, in BTS. And J-Cook, and when I was doing the research on the lyrics, when he comes up like this, and I think at the first time, I thought you may think that he's talking about money. Yes, he is, but he's actually talking about that passion pay that I was talking about, you know, where the younger generations, they're so desperate for job and stability, you know, and during these hard economic times that they will work for very low wages or ridiculously low wages or almost for free. And the companies thinking that they're actually giving them a favor because they're giving them the opportunity for the work experience. So, you know, even though I want to enjoy this so much, I know there's a very serious undertone that they're talking about. And when they're doing this move, again, when I was looking at the lyrics, I understood it's almost like they're bowing down to authority. They're bowing down to their teachers, you know, in that way, like a kid with a backpack that they're bowing down to. Okay, on a lighter note, look at V in the corner in the back. I have no idea what he's doing. He's in his own world right now. V's own world, and we're just living in it. I'm gonna replay. Let's watch this whole sequence and watch them do this again, and watch Crazy V in the back there. Look at me in the back. Hello, V. Now they break out into another subgroup of 4. So I love how they do sharp movements, but yet they do very fluid movement at the time. It's almost contradictory, sort of like the words to the song, sort of like this whole song itself. It seems very light, very lively, very fun. They look like they're having fun, but at the same time, they're talking about very serious subjects right now. And I wish there was caption, but just doing the research on the lyrics, they're talking about some very serious issues with injustices, social inequality. And look at the level changes. You know, it's like Jimin is squatting on the floor. He's a dancer. He can squat. If I did that, I probably couldn't get up, you guys. So, and then when he's dancing, he's looking down and he's squatting. And then you have Jungkook in the white shirt there, he's looking up at the floor. He's doing body rolls and looking up the floor. And then J-Hope's just kind of looking off to the side. So their focus is all different. Let me go back to that sequence here. Look at bang, bang. And then they break out. Look at Arm. Did you see Arm's pose? Look at Arm with a pink hat. So cute. Let me go back a little bit here. Look at me. He's so cute. JK. I love this freeze frame. It's too cute. Oh my gosh. And if you notice, I don't know if I mentioned this, but actually they filmed, their outfit looks familiar. If you've seen another dance practice, I actually did another dance practice reaction to I Like It Part 2. It was also filmed the same day. This Baepsae song was also filmed. So if they look like the background's familiar or if their clothes look familiar, they did not change. I think with the exception of V here in the front, he put a hoodie on in this one, but for the other video, he just had a blue Oxford on, and that was the only difference in the 2 videos. I love that. Tag it. You know what's really interesting is they do their steps according to the beat of the song, and again, sharp, precise moment, and they almost like these freeze frame type of poses, and they go into like they transition to the more fluid when when they get into their position, and then they would like point to somebody to the right, and you would think Jimin's gonna break out into some solo dance, but he doesn't, and then they get back into this formation. So it's really interesting. And may I say, Jungkook, the youngest member in the white shirt, the jeans and the Timberlands look amazing. That is a very sexy outfit he's got on, even though he's covered up. That's just looks like he's a fashionista right now. He looks amazing. RM, he's just so cute. He looks like an overgrown kid. I just want to pack him a lunch or something. So slide back in. Again, the freeze poses. I'm gonna go back on that one. I love it though. Again, Baepsae, yeah. Okay, look at Jin. Jin right here. Look at how he's lifted up his leg. Jin in a white t-shirt here. Jin is stretching out his leg, and he's lifting up his leg at the waist level. You guys, that's gonna burn your thigh, and that takes a lot of energy and muscle. Good for him. And I don't think he's the tallest. I think RM may be the tallest in the group, but his legs look super long right now. I don't know if it's because he's got the tight pants on, the tight dark pants. So watch Jin again. See, lift his legs up. Look at that. It's at hip level, you guys. And not everybody. And of course, Jimin is a dancer, so. Jimin, even though his knee was bent, he also lifted pretty high, but Jimin is a trained dancer, so we expect that from him, but Jin is not. So let me see the other guys, how they're lifting up their legs, because I think they're all very different. Yeah, RM is pretty low to the ground. And I don't know if it's because he's close to the wall as he's turning. And right now, if you look at their choreography, it looks like they're not in position. It's like a chaotic, hot mess right now. There's no true formation, but yet there is. It's almost like, if you look carefully, it's like organized chaos. And may I say, this is definitely one of the easier dances, but yet they hit their marks. There are places where they'll hit it really hard, but yet they'll back off and do the gentle, smoother movements. They'll do those freeze poses, and they look scattered, but then they'll come back in a organized fashion. So it's really interesting, this choreography. Okay, I also like throughout this week's J-Hope. Throughout this choreography, you see a lot of different height differences when they'll stand up or they'll bow down, and when there's like, I call it the drip move, where they go hi yeah yeah, and they look like they're about to end, but then they pop back up again, and then they continue on with the dance. I was trying to say transitions in different heights. You know, you have some people who are very high, or like Jimin, who like squats down to the low. A lot of bending. It's a lot of up and down. These are very repetitive steps. These are easy, but again, very organized and very well choreographed, believe it or not. And even though they're fun, they're having fun right now, you know, but yet a serious undertone. It's almost like this duality, like the song, you know, again, superficially, it looks so much fun, you know, very rhythmic, but yet very serious what they want to talk about, you know, and they're expressing it through their words, they're expressing it through the dance moves that they do. Here comes that move. Yeah, J-Hope. Okay, you see that move? I love the choreography, is amazing. You saw two people move to the side and then to the back, and then you got the 3 unit that's coming up to the front. Very nice, very simple, but yet very effective transitions here. So let me move here. Okay, so J-Hope goes to the left, Jimin goes to the right, then they both move back, and then the 3 unit in the middle moves forward. Really nice, very smooth transition. Well done. There's 6. Here's the bird. Alright. This is Suga and RM. Suga, and these are 2 out of the 3 rap artists in this group. The third one is J-Hope in the shorts. That is your rap line. And may I say, Suga in all black, it makes him look super small and skinny. He's so cute. And RM, oh my god, RM is the backup dancer. I would love to have RM as my backup dancer. Any day, RM. So, and this is, again, subgroup. They're doing a lot of subgroups here, and I think it's very effective, especially for this particular song. For each of them that they're highlighting a certain individual, they have either backup dancers or that kind of supports that person, so it's really nice. Oh, Drake! Okay, if you don't know, they're a big fan of Drake, so I'm not surprised to see them do a little Drake movement there. I forgot the name of the Drake song, but the reference here is great. Look at RM being the backup dancer. He's so cute right now. I can't handle it. What? What, RM? Again, the hard hard punches with the fluid movement. The contradiction, right, of what's happening here. What are they grabbing? What is RM grabbing and what is B grabbing? I'm just sorry that was in the frame. I can't help it. Jungkook is on the I'm not sure if that move even fits in with this song or with the movements they're doing, but props to Jungkook. He did some kind of like a ballet dance, a jazz, something I see jazz, and he lifted his leg up, you guys. That takes energy, okay? And that with Timberlands. You know how heavy those Timberlands are on his foot? And he did it effortlessly. I wouldn't be surprised he pointed his toes while he did that. So take a look at Jungkook's amazing little step here. I don't know if that's improv or what. Love that stuff. Here we go. I love this stuff. They're going back and slide back. Okay. Okay, Jimin is in the middle now. Now Jimin with the jean jacket, the ripped jeans, he has a problem keeping that left shoulder covered. In a couple of the videos I've seen him, he somehow loses that jacket. It falls off all the time, almost like quite a few consistent videos that I've seen, I've done reaction to. And at that time though, he either had a tank top or some kind of a top that exposed his bare arm. And I remember watching one of the reaction videos that he watched back on one of the videos, and you know, the gang was around watching the video, like, whoa, Jimin, you know, sexy. He's like, oh, that was an accident. He had a lot of accidents lately. But this one, he actually was covered up. He has a shirt on, so we don't see his bare skin, but he loses that left shoulder. He likes to reveal that left shoulder for some reason. He can't keep a jacket on. Jungkook, what are you doing? Okay, again, the contradiction. Okay, Jungkook, while he's like doing the party dance, the guys, they're doing like the sharp moves, you know, behind him. Watch the contradiction. Very much so like the song. You have the contradiction of the words that are very serious and very heavy, and then you have this light, fun, crazy, goofy dance choreography that's going on. Watch the guys in the back, okay? And they do the freeze poses quite a bit here. It's very repetitive, but it's very effective. Here we go. Look. See what they're doing? They're doing sharp movements, and then here's the fluid movement and crazy moves that Jungkook's doing. You must be kidding me! You must be kidding me! You must be kidding me! There's B V and V Cook. We call it V Cook. That is the loving name for V, and Jungkook, V Cook. And I think those two are the youngest. Jungkook is the youngest in the white shirt, and then V with the hoodie is the second to youngest. Please let me know if I'm correct or not. And that was just so cute. That's totally ad lib. And they're having fun right now, you guys. They're having fun to a very serious song. So I don't know if I should be very serious or I should be goofy, but I'm just enjoying everything right now. You know, it's so fun. And look at J-Hope. J-Hope is just watching them. He's the lead dancer going back like, what are you guys doing? The RM. Okay, the back information. You hear them screaming in the back? They're having fun. Oh, and then Jimin in the back there. Jimin does this crazy dance. That's his little solo. Did you see him? Jimin is in the ripped jeans there. Ripped pants there. Now watch. Watch Jimin. Watch Jimin. This time they don't tap each other. All of them are doing it. Look at Jin lifting up that leg. You go, boy. Again, they do a lot of transitions from standing up straight to lowering themselves. It's that height transit shifting up and down. They'll be standing up, all of a sudden, and then they'll like a droopy down, and they pop up again. A lot of height changes going on here when they transition. Oh, hello. Okay. Look at Mr. Jimin. Jimin is in the ripped up jeans and the blue jacket, going up right behind Yugi. Go, Hello, Jimin. Yugi, did you know what happened? Oh my goodness. Watch this. He just attacked Yugi. Attack him by Yugi. Shamelessly. Watch it. He's gonna go up behind Yugi. That's what he had to do. He lost the bag. He had to do a solo. look at all of them reacting. Look at the guys reacting. Okay, I'm gonna play this back. Look at how the guys are reacting to Yugi doing his crazy solo. Here we go. Look at Jimin. Okay, Jimin is like, he's cracking up over there. He's bent over, cracking up. And V is just watching, smiling, you know, like what is going on. He's probably in shock. And J-Hope is like being the hype man for Sugar, like, go Sugar, go! Okay, and let's see what Jin and RM is doing here. RM is like horrified and shocked, like, dude, you're a rapper, what are you doing? there goes our image. And Jin's like, yeah, Sugar, let's go. And Jungkook is just bent over laughing as well, cracking up. This is so cute. I love it. Suga, the tough rapper, do his little solo crazy dance. Get it! Twerk it, baby! Twerk it! Okay, let's play this part back again. RM was a little bit off. He was not in his position. Now watch RM here. Look how far of a space he has between Jin. He's like up very close to Jungkook. I don't know if he realizes that he's out of position. Look, he's still got the gap, and then he adjusts himself, and then we get a kick from B. J-Hope, you're kicking the lead dancer. You're kicking your hung. Come on now. And J-Hope just looked at him like, really, dude? Come on. Oh my god. I really didn't know how to react to this because I knew that the topic was really serious. They're talking about very tough things, you know, a lot of challenges and struggles that their generation, the millennials, are going through. But at the same time, you couldn't help enjoy it. You know, the artists were having so much fun. They were goofing off, and when artists enjoy themselves and having fun and goofing off, and you never know they're talking about a very serious subject, it just makes you want to enjoy their performance with them, right? So I was kind of, trying to not to be too goofy because I knew it was a very serious topic, but at the same time they were goofy and I really enjoyed everything that they did. Again, the choreography, you had a lot of sharp isolation, a lot of pop at the same time, a lot of frozen moves. That is also the contradictory of this fluid, more soft, kind of smoother moves that they also incorporated. A lot of camera movement going, shooting in, sort of like contracting when the group was contracting, and as the group kind of moved out of their formation and what I call expanded, the camera also pulled back. So it kind of matches what was going on with the choreography. This is an easier song, I would say more of an easier choreography because it uses a lot of repetitive movements, a little bit slower, I would say medium, not too slow of a pace. And you have subgroups that are forming, and I like that because they highlight the different singers, or they support the different singers, while they're doing their little solos or their parts. And also, again, the duality, you have BTS basically, expressing, this is how they express their issues is through their music, and you see that a lot. So when you're watching, you guys, especially those that are new, a BTS song, you may want to, kind of understand or the words or the research, and do a little research on their songs, because pretty much every song that they have some kind of meaning, have some kind of important message, and you're not going to know that. Superficially, like I said, they're going to have this amazing choreography, amazing video production value that draws you in, and you're going to enjoy it at first, but then when you start to understand the meaning behind the wordplay, they use a lot of wordplay when they write their songs or when they sing their songs, the choreography, how they express their message through their dance. They also use a lot of light and dark and shadows, as you have seen in songs such as Black Swan, which I did do a music video reaction to, or with color, for example, Blood, Sweat and Tears, which has significance in that music video too. Again, looks amazing production wise, you enjoy it superficially, but then when you understand the meaning behind, underneath the purpose of that song, it just takes it to another level. It gives it more meaning, and this is why they are the world's best boy band, and this is why I think people relate to them so much, is because yes, they are amazing artists and amazing dancers, and their videos are top notch and highest quality, but their messages are so important, and they address some of the most serious topics, everything from what we just saw, socioeconomic injustices and inequality, to they talk about the struggles of youth, or they talk about mental illness, mental health, also with individuality and self-identity and self-love, so this is why they're so amazing, and this is why the world loves them, because not many artists can combine all of those together and have an amazing gift to the world. So I think BTS is definitely a gift for us, and especially ARMY. Please give it a like, and also check out all of my other music video reactions for BTS. I plan on doing, of course, continuing with more of their videos. I'm going to go through their vault and their library and see what other videos I can do, as well as more dance practice, which I love. I love dance. I love seeing them dance. With the dance practices, I really enjoy them because you don't get distracted by the different editing that you see in their videos. Sometimes it gets cut off, or the camera angles don't show everything, so here you get to see everything and you get to appreciate them more. This also, I'm going to be doing live performances, and what's also very special about this video, besides everything I just talked about the message and the amazing choreography, is really these guys, you can see the bond that they have with each other. You can see, they're goofing off and they're very comfortable with each other. You can see their connection with one another is very tight, So, it's amazing that 7 people, 7 very unique individuals can come together and create this amazing band and have this type of relationship. And I have heard RM and others say that, you know, in more recent interviews, because this is an old video, that they're not just a band, they're not just artists, but they're really family. You know, they're not just friends, but they're really family, and that's indicative of how tight they are. So I hope you enjoy my dance practice reaction. Let me know what your thoughts are. I love to hear from you, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.